boy, do I have a loaded pile of stupid for you here today. Let's watch it. We'll talk about it when we get back.
Good day, YouTube. I am making this video as a warning to everybody that gets anything on YouTube saying that you won something from their site or their platform and saying that you were picked to win a particular item or something. The person that you have to look out for that is being investigated right now, he goes by the name of Mr. Canuck Grows. He makes growing videos about hemp, marijuana, and things of that nature. The thing that I want to warn you about is he has a setup in his computer that will set out a massive amount of emails, if you want to call them that, but it goes out on YouTube saying that you were chosen to win either a grow set or a light or a video. Then he hooks you in by getting your contact number. This man, if you want to call him a man because he looks like a little boy and he talks like a idiot that has been sucking helium. And what he does is he gets people to believe in him through his videos, and he uses this money that he's laundering from you people for drugs. Yes, I said drugs. He uses it to obtain and buy more equipment that he claims he gets sent to him from these companies to do a review, when in reality, you are funding this guy's network for all his equipment and to sell drugs. Yes, he sells drugs. And what he does with this money is he buys steroids for shooting up, and he also buys equipment to sell more marijuana. He is out of Indiana and also out of California. He has 2 locations. If you get anything from this Mr. Canuck Grow, he wears this Super Mario hat, and he talks like he's been sucking on helium for weeks, and that's because he does suck nitrous as well. So if you see these videos, take them down and report them to YouTube. Right now there's a handful of people that I cannot mention their names or locations that are going to be coming in on this gentleman because of what he's doing. The feds are on to him. So if you get anything from this guy, take a screenshot and call your local police department and report him, as well as report it to YouTube. Again, it's for Mr. Canuck Grows. He does grow videos for marijuana and things of that nature. You've been warned. This guy's being investigated.
So what we have here is some form of inbred that managed to find himself 3 clicks off Pornhub and got himself scammed. Now, despite all the evidence that's out there that suggests that this is not who he thinks it is, he has fully committed to the idea that he will bring down Mr. Canucks Grow. And rather than blaming himself, he points the finger outward and finds a number of reasons why he can blame somebody else. This is a man whose mother forgot to tell him that his opinion is only important to her and no one else. What we have here is an individual who claims that he's been scammed. He fell for the classic comment scammer that we've all tried to warn people about for approximately the last 6 months. But rather than blaming himself, he'd rather blame everyone else for his own stupidity. So what I would suggest is taking off your helmet, looking inward, and trying to find a real reason as to why you are susceptible to someone else's scams. The only thing accurate in this video is your portrayal of stupidity, which you managed to nail head on. What makes you think the DEA, the FBI, the CIA are coming for a guy who screwed you out of a grow tent? YouTube is a cesspool of scam artists. We've tried to make this known. I think even YouTube has tried to make this known. But what's unfortunate is despite all the evidence out there that proves the contrary, you still were so quick to believe that someone was out there actively trying to sell you something. Oh, what do we have here? Seems like a man-child whose mother forgot to tell them that their opinion is no important than anyone else. What makes you think that your Pornhub addiction got you anything more than a 3-inch erection? I think that that's you, bro, and I don't think that you should be blaming Matt for your dysfunctions. However, yet here we are, you're driving down the interstate with a phone pointed towards the road, trying to ramble on about some kind of situation where you feel that you got scammed, but instead you kind of reiterate yourself and you kind of just put out there to the masses how stupid you are for falling for something so naive and so ignorant. But yet here we are. And the DEA, the FBI, the CIA, looking for Mr. Canuck? My God, are they looking in Indiana, California? I guess we'll never know, man. 3 minutes of research would have told you most of the information that you got wrong in this video. Probably would have led you down the path of believing that perhaps you got scammed by some child. But yet, no. Here you are with your helmet strapped on so tight, so convinced that somebody's actively trying to screw you wrong. You got scammed by some call center overseas. Who knows? But what you need to do is stop blaming everybody else and start taking some accountability for your own actions. But I do wish you well. You seem like you're in need of some mother affection, so I do hope you find it. I want you to get that helmet off, kind of loosen that strip, get a little oxygen to your brain, relax, get off the phone, spend a little time driving, because heaven forbid you get into some kind of accident with that stupidity filling your mind, man. Don't get scammed on the internet, guys. These scams, they've been going around for a long time. Myself, many others, they've been warning that this kind of stuff would happen. And in fact, it is happening. It has been brought to my attention that people have been scammed under my own name. And of course, I feel sorry for those people. But remember, nobody's giving anything away for free. Nobody's claiming that you won any prizes. Nobody's trying to give money away. It's a scam. Don't get caught up in it. And don't be Chad here, man, because let me tell you, getting scammed is one thing, but looking like a moron in front of thousands of people, it's even worse.